Hello everyone. In this session, I'll be explaining one question on external reconstruction. Let's see the question. Moon Company Limited decided to reconstruct and consequently went into voluntary liquidation. The balance sheet of company as on 31st 12 2008 was as follows. On the asset side, we find building 31,800, machinery 16,500, furniture 1,620, stock 7,350, data's less reserve 13,100, cash 40 rupees, profit and loss account debit balance which represent loss is 41,270. On the liability side, we have under share capital 4,007% preference shares of rupees 10 each 40,000, 60,000 equity shares of rupee 1 each 60,000, capital reserve 1,210, bank loan 1,440, creditors 8,610 and bills payable 420. Then in the paragraph it is given that a new company called New Moon Company Limited was to be formed to acquire the assets of Moon Company Limited. Building at 20,000, machinery at 12,000, furniture at 2,000, stock at 6,000. Purchase consideration was to be satisfied by the allotment of 20,000 10% preference shares of rupee 1 each fully paid and balance in equity shares of rupees 15 each credited with rupees 10 paid up. Preference shareholders of old company, that is Moon Company, accepted preference shares in new company in full satisfaction of the amount due to them. The book debts realized 12,275. Creditors were discharged by the payment of 8,134. Bank loan and bills payable were paid in full. Cost of winding up came to 1,071. Show the ledger account in the books of old company limited, that is Moon Company Limited, and journal entries and balance sheet in the books of new company, assuming that a call of rupees 5 per share was made on equity shares and paid in full, and preliminary expenses amounted to rupees 1,000. Okay, so here in this question, Moon Company is the company which was earlier carrying on the business. Now they have decided to reconstruct. That is why they have gone into voluntary liquidation, and later they themselves have formed a new company called New Moon Company Limited. Okay. Now, coming to the main question, how the purchase consideration has to be calculated, like whether we have to follow net payment method or net asset method. I told while explaining the theory that if you find any sentence like balance in equity shares or balance in cash, okay, or balance in preference share, in that case we have to calculate the purchase consideration under net asset method. Okay, here it is given that the purchase consideration was to be satisfied by the allotment of 20,000 10% preference shares of rupee 1 each fully paid and balance in equity shares. So we need to know what is the total purchase consideration out of which preference shares and equity shares are going to be issued. Okay, so we have to calculate the purchase consideration in this case under net asset method. Now, how do we calculate under net asset method? Under net asset method, purchase consideration is equal to total agreed values of all assets taken over minus total agreed values of all liabilities taken over. The remaining balance is net asset, then net asset itself is the purchase consideration. So there we have to write the agreed values of all assets taken over and liabilities taken over. Okay, that's the first thing. And here the agreed values of assets taken over, they have specifically given, that is building they are taking over at 20,000, machinery at 12,000, furniture at 2,000, stock at 6,000. Okay, building they are taking over machinery, furniture and stock. Datas are not taken over, cash is already in the realized form. Okay, so these are the four assets they are taking over. Then coming to the liabilities, in the liability side we find outsiders liability of bank loan, creditors and bills payable. In the paragraph here it is given that creditors were discharged by the payment of 8,134. Bank loan and bills payable were paid in full, which means that here the selling company itself is realizing the book debts as well as making the payment towards creditors, bank loan and bills payable. There are three liabilities and all the three liabilities are paid by the selling company, which means that the purchasing company is not taking over any liabilities of the company. Okay, only assets are taken over. So now let us see how the calculation of purchase consideration has to be done. In the purchase consideration, calculation of purchase consideration under net asset method, total agreed values of all assets taken over, building taken at taken over at 20,000, machinery at 12,000, furniture at 2,000 and stock at 6,000. So total amount comes to 40,000. As I said, they are not taking over any liability. So agreed value of liability taken over is nil. So you get a balance of 40,000. So purchase consideration in this case is 40,000. Now let's see how the purchase consideration is discharged. It is given here that the purchase consideration was to be satisfied by the allotment of 20,000 10% preference shares of rupee 1 each. And here it is also given that preference shareholders are accepting those preference shares in full satisfaction of their claim. So you can understand that whatever the preference shares they got from the purchasing company have been allotted to the preference shareholders. Okay, so now it nothing but they have been given to the preference shareholders in full satisfaction of their claim. Now in the next line you can write purchase consideration is discharged as follows in the form of 10% preference share. 20,000 shares into rupee 1 you get 20,000. Then it is stated that balance in equity share. Now balance means out of total purchase consideration of 40,000, 20,000 they are giving preference share, and now what is the balance? 20,000. So remaining 20,000 is paid by way of issuing the equity shares. Okay, so 20,000 preference shares and 20,000 equity shares, so together it will be 40,000. Now the question is, here it is stated that the value of equity shares issued is 20,000, but what is the number of shares they are going to issue? In the question it is given the balance in equity shares of rupees 15 each. The face value of one share is 15, but under the purchase consideration they are credited with rupees 10 paid up. So here while calculating the number of share, amount is 20,000 divided by issue price is 10, so you get 2,000. So 2,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each coming to 20,000. Okay, that is how the purchase consideration is calculated. Now let us see the ledger accounts to be prepared in the books of old company, that is Moon Company Limited. Okay, now the ledger accounts means we have to prepare realization account, then purchasing company, that is New Moon Company Limited's account, then preference shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, then in the selling company we have preference shareholders as well as equity shareholders, then finally bank account. So these are the ledger accounts we have to prepare in the books of selling company. We have already discussed all the journal entries. You have to follow the same sequence, first step 1, step 2 and step 3, then there will be no confusion. Okay, now coming to the first step where we are preparing the realization account, the first entry has to be passed for transferring all the realizable asset to the realization account. Whether it is taken over or not, all the assets have to be transferred at their respective book values. Only fictitious assets we are not transferring. And one more thing, cash will be transferred only if it is taken over. Okay, other asset whether it is taken over or not we have to transfer. Now coming to the realizable asset, we have building, machinery, furniture, then datas we have and cash. Okay, here we have to transfer all these assets to the realization account. And coming to the cash, they have not specifically given here whether we have to transfer, whether the cash is taken over or not. Okay, if cash is taken over, they will say like all the assets are taken over, but we don't find that question, that sentence also. So here you can assume that since book debts and big debts and other liabilities are not taken over, you can assume that cash is not taken over. So we are transferring only other assets which are given in the balance sheet. Okay, and coming to debtors here, it is not taken over, but along with other assets we have to transfer it to the realization account. While transferring the first entry we have to transfer the gross value, then in the second entry we will be transferring the reserve. Okay, now coming to the first entry, the entry will be realization account data to various assets account. Okay, that is building to buildings account, to machinery account, to furniture account, to stock account and to debtors account gross value. Then the second entry will be for transferring the provision against asset. Here we have reserve deducted from debtors given in the balance sheet, so this should be transferred. The entry will be reserve on debtors account data to realization account, so it should be shown on the credit side. Then the next entry will be for transferring those liabilities which are taken over. Here there are 3 liabilities, but no liability has been taken over, so you can skip the third entry. Then the fourth entry will be for the purchase consideration due from the purchasing company. The entry is purchasing company's account data to realization account. So here the purchasing company is New Moon Company Limited. So the entry will be New Moon Company Limited's account data to realization account. So in the realization account we have to write by New Moon Company Limited's account. Then in the New Moon Company Limited's account we have to write to realization account. As we calculated in the previous slide, total purchase consideration is 40,000. Then coming to the next entry, that is for receipt of purchase consideration. As shown here, the purchase consideration is discharged by way of issuing 10% preference shares and equity shares. So what will be the entry? 10% preference shares in purchasing company's account data, then equity shares in purchasing company's account data to purchasing company's account. So 10% preference shares in New Moon Company Limited's account. The value of preference shares issued is 20,000. Then equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account 20,000 to New Moon Company Limited's account. So this is one part of the entry. The other part of the entry should be recorded in preference shares in New Moon Company Limited's account and equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account. Okay, I'll show you the account. So in preference shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, you are writing to New Moon Company Limited's account. Similarly, in equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, also you are writing to New Moon Company Limited's account. So this was the entry for receipt of purchase consideration. Then the next entry has to be passed for realizing the asset which is not taken over by the purchasing company. Here there is one asset which is not taken over, that is book debts, and it is given that book debts realized at 12,275. The entry is bank account data to realization account. So here you have to write by bank account 12,275. Okay. Then the next entry will be for paying the liabilities not on paying the liabilities. We have to transfer here the profit or loss arising out of settling the liabilities which are not taken over. Okay, here there are three liabilities, that is creditors, bank loan and bills payable. It is given that bank loan and bills payable were paid in full. That means whatever the amount due to them, the same amount is paid. So there is no question of having any profit or loss. But coming to creditors were discharged by the payment of 8,134. They are paid only 8,134, but the actual amount due to them was 8,610. So thereby the company can save some amount which is a profit. So that should be transferred to realization account. So the entry will be creditors account data to realization account. Here it is shown. Okay, so this is the profit on settlement of creditors. The payment, that is 8,134, which is actually paid, that entry will come in the bank account. Here in the realization account we are just showing the profit or loss on settlement. Here in this case we have profit on settlement of creditors. The same amount of profit has been credited to the realization account. 8,610, the actual amount due to them, minus the actual amount paid to them. So 476 is the profit on settlement of creditors. Then the next entry will be for transferring the profit or loss on settling the preference shareholders. Okay, we'll see the preference shareholders account. In the preference shareholders, that comes in the second step for transferring the credit item belonging to them. But now in order to calculate the profit or loss, we can show here now. In the preference shareholders account, first we have to transfer their capital, that is 40,000, by 7% preference share capital account 40,000. But it is given that, the preference shareholders of old company accepted preference shares in the new company in full satisfaction of their claim, that is amount due to them. Here they are allotted only 20,000 worth of preference shares in the new company. So which means that actual amount due to them was 40,000, but they are accepting 20,000 value of share in full satisfaction. Thereby the selling company can save 20,000. Again it will be a profit on settlement of preference shareholders. This also should be transferred to the realization account. Okay, thereby preference shareholders account will be closed. Okay, here to realization account for transferring the profit, the same amount will be shown in the realization account by way of writing by 7% preference shareholders account. So this is the profit on settlement. After this, we have to show the entry for paying the realization expenses. Here, realization expenses came to 1071. The entry is realization account data to bank account. After passing all these entries, we are going to close the realization account to see whether there is profit or loss. In this case, credit total is more than the debit total. So that is 73,051. So we get the balancing figure here on the debit side, which represent that there is profit on realization. So that should be transferred to equity shareholders account. Okay. So we are completing first step by transferring this profit to the equity shareholders account. Then coming to the second step for transferring the credit and debit balances belonging to the shareholders. As we discussed just now, preference shareholders account, we have already transferred the credit balance. Okay, then we have to transfer the credit and debit balances belonging to the equity shareholders. Let us see what are the items given in this case. So coming to the credit item belonging to the equity shareholders, we have their capital of 60,000, then capital reserve we have. So these are the two credit items we have. Along with that, we have one more debit item, that is profit and loss account. So let us transfer this to the equity shareholders account. For transferring the credit item, we have to write here by equity share capital account 60,000, by capital reserve account 1,000 to 10. Okay. After that, we have to show the debit item. Okay, that should be debited to the equity shareholders account to profit and loss account 41,270. After that, in this case, we have profit on realization. So this profit should be transferred to equity shareholders account by way of writing by realization account 1,310. Okay. After that, when you pass these entries, we are completing the second step. Okay. Then now coming to the third step, that is for settlement of amount due to the preference shareholders, equity shareholders, and also towards the outside liabilities. Okay. Now first, before making any settlement to the shareholders, we have to settle the amount due to the creditors. Okay, that entry will come in the bank account. First, we will show the other entries also in the bank account. The balance in the bank account, which is not taken over by the purchasing companies, 40 rupees as given in the balance sheet. So we will be writing the opening balance as to balance brought down 40 rupees. Okay. After that, the bank account related entries have to be posted here. You can see the realization account here. For realizing the book debt, we have credited the bank account, debited the bank account data to realization account. Then we have here for paying the expenses. Okay. So let us show this in the bank account. For making the payment towards for realizing the book debts, we have 12,275. Then for paying the realization expenses. Then other entries will be for settling the outside liabilities. So here there are three liabilities: creditors, bank loan, and bills payable. The actual amount paid to the creditors is 8,134. Then bank loan, they are paying the actual amount, that is 1,440, and bills payable 420. Okay. So the settlement which has to be made to the outside liabilities is over. Then coming to the settlement to the preference shareholders, it is already done. See, actually the preference share capital we have transferred is 40,000. Then they are allotted 10% preference shares in the new company limited. So these shares have been allotted to the preference shareholders. So the entry is preference shareholders account data to 10% preference shares in New Moon Company Limited. That is why here we have written to 10% shares in New Moon Company Limited's account. Then in that account we have written here by 7% preference shareholders account. Okay, thereby and the remaining balance of profit has been already transferred to the realization account. Thereby we are closing the preference shareholders account. Now coming to the equity shareholders account, we have transferred their capital reserve, then realization profit. Out of that, we have to deduct the profit and loss account debit balance. So still there will be 21,250. Out of that, we have to issue this 20,000 value of equity shares which we got from the new company to the equity shareholders. So the entry will be equity shareholders account data to equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, and in the New Moon Company, equity shares in New Moon Company Limited's account, we have to write by equity shareholders account. Okay, when you take the balancing figures, still there will be 1,250 balancing figure in the equity shareholders account. So that final settlement will be done in the form of cash. So the entry will be equity shareholders account data to bank account. So in the bank account we have to write here by equity shareholders account. Thereby all the accounts will be closed, okay, in the books of selling company. Then we have to pass the entries in the books of purchasing company, okay, that is New Moon Company Limited's account. New Moon Company Limited. So the first entry will be for the acquisition of business. The entry is business purchase account data to liquidator of New Moon Company Limited's account. Here we have to write the purchase consideration, total amount 40,000. Then the next entry will be for incorporation of assets and liabilities taken over. In this case, the liabilities are not taken over, only assets have been taken over, okay. And we have to write here the agreed values. Buildings account data, machinery account data, furniture account data, stock account data to business purchase account. If at all we get the balancing figure debit, if we get, we have to write as goodwill, and if we get the credit, we have to write as capital reserve. But here in this case, the total of debit and credit balance will tally. That is why we are not getting any balancing figure, okay. So you can write the narration as being the incorporation of assets in the books of purchasing company. Then the third entry will be for discharging the purchase consideration. Okay, here the purchase consideration is discharged by way of issuing the preference shares as well as the equity shares. So the entry will be liquidator of Moon Company Limited's account data to 10% preference share capital account amounting to 20,000 to equity share capital account 20,000. Okay, you can write the narration as being the discharge of purchase consideration. Okay, then here it is given that in the question, we have to prepare all the journal entries and balance sheet in the books of new company, assuming that a call of rupees 5 per share was made on equity shares. Okay, here while issuing the while issuing the equity share, actually the face value of one share is 15, but under the purchase consideration they are crediting only 10 rupees. So remaining amount of 5 rupees is taken as the final call amount, which they are calling now. Okay, on how many shares? On, here we have calculated how many shares are there, 2000. So 2000 into 5 will be 10,000. So the entry will be for collecting the final call, that is equity share. So we have to first write the entry for call money due. So equity share final call account data to equity share capital account on 2000 rupees at the rate of rupees 5. Okay, then for receiving that final call, because it is stated that it is received in full, so bank account data to equity share final call, same 10,000 has been received. Then it is given that the preliminary expenses, means preliminary expenses of new company amounted to rupees 1,000, which is paid by the purchasing company. The entry will be preliminary expenses account data to bank account. So these are the journal entries we have to pass in the books of purchasing company. Then later at the end we have to prepare the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, first on the asset side we have to write all the assets which have been incorporated in the books of purchasing company at their respective agreed values. Buildings, machinery, furniture and stock. Then coming to the cash at bank, they did not take over anything from the selling company, but here they have received a final call of rupees 10,000. From that they have paid preliminary expenses of 1,000. So remaining bank balance will be 9,000. Then while paying the preliminary expenses, we have passed the entry preliminary expenses account data to bank account. Until it is written off, preliminary expenses has to be shown as a fictitious asset, that is under the head miscellaneous expenditure to the extent not written off. So we have to write this as a fictitious asset amounting to rupees 1,000. Then coming to the liability side, we have to show the capital of the new company. Okay, here they have issued 20,000 10% preference shares of rupee 1 each fully paid 20,000. Then 2,000 equity shares of rupees 15 each fully paid up, 10 under purchase consideration, then 5 they have collected later on as a final call. So it is 15 rupees per share fully paid up. Okay, there are no other liabilities to be written on the liability side here. So the balance sheet will tally at 50,000. So this is the solution for the present question which we have discussed in this session. Thank you for watching.